For a bit of a change of pace in this video, I'm actually looking for feedback. So I intend to be posting this to a few different sites to try to get opinions from people who are interested in this sort of project. What I've been working on predominantly over the last week has been improvements, hopefully, and changes to navigation. I don't want a fully gamified setup where it's just a map that shows your location at all times, but I get that the complexities of real navigation is a bit much for a game system, so I'm hoping to hit a balance. Right now there are two main ways that I intend to do it. The first being much more manual, which I expect is not going to appeal to everyone, so there will be a more automated setup. But the more complex method is going to involve a number of navigation tools, mainly a quadrant and a chronometer. So, for example, the quadrant, using it will allow you to see constellations, your main one being Sirius here, so we can see that the North Star is sitting at approximately 41.5 degrees over the horizon, giving us our latitude. And because it's not really feasible to be able to measure the relative time at high noon, instead, for the chronometer, what I've done is the top chronometer will give you the time at the prime meridian, and the bottom chronometer will give you the local time. And the text will give you the difference between them for convenience's sake. So here we see a difference of 127 minutes, or approximately 32 degrees for our longitude. And if anyone's curious that math is not correct, what I've done here is essentially scaled the world down by a factor of 100, just because it's not exactly a situation where I expect anybody to be sailing for 6 weeks straight. So time will change much more quickly. But once you have those values, I have a map here. Right now it hasn't really been filled in other than the sort of home island. But what you would do, I've already forgotten what the values are, but say 41.5 and 32 degrees, something like that. It will mark your fairly accurate position on the map, as well as the bearing and approximate distance to the quote-unquote home island. That's not fully functional yet. You'll have seen the distance didn't change there, but that's what that line will do, as well as I intend to allow at least a certain number of manual reference points to be added, as well as their bearings to your current location. So it's a bit of a manual setup, but I'm thinking a number of parts of it are convenient enough to make it usable. But I get that opinions will vary on that, and it's all considered work in progress. But I'm interested in the feedback of people who would like to try something like this. As far as the second method of navigation, it would be essentially the same, but these positional rulers will simply move automatically and display your approximate location whenever you interact with the map. You could still put data in manually, but it does not require that. So hopefully that's a mid-ground for people who don't feel like dealing with any math, basically. Anyway, all of that is still a little bit work in progress, but I'm interested in opinions, so feel free to leave a comment, and I appreciate it. Take care.